Hey guys, welcome to episode number 194. Today is Monday, so it's Update Monday, and I have quite a few things I want to talk about, but I have a few announcements to make first. My channel is approaching 500,000 video views, which I think is a pretty big milestone. I'm also approaching almost 200 episodes in this series, and that's also another big milestone. And then the third one, which you guys will hopefully be really excited about, is I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, and that means when I hit 2,000, I'm going to start a 2,000 subscriber contest. More details on that later, but definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed. But on to Update Monday. As you'll see here, I have a braided hose, I believe it's a 1/2-inch hose, attached up here. And that runs all the way over here to my sump, and I've just clamped the filter sock onto the side of that, and that was actually a suggestion by two people on one of my recent videos. CicletMan09 and NOTW21 both suggested that I do that to siphon from all four of these tanks. So essentially what I do is I start the siphon over here, and then that goes through the filter sock directly into the sump, and then I unclamp the hose over here, and then that allows me to siphon from the bottom of this entire tank. And then I just break the siphon, I clamp the hose over here. If I had an extra set of hands, it might be a little quicker, but then I just repeat the process, and that's actually worked out fairly well. So thanks for that suggestion. I think it's definitely the way it should be done. And just to note, this is like 12 feet of tanks, and my hose is actually 16 feet, and that's to give me enough room to reach all the way down to the bottom and all the way to the back corner of that tank there, while still having a little bit of slack left over. And that seems to be the case. So 16 feet was just about right for me, for this fish room anyways. But on to some other updates. The filter socks, the fry screens that I've attached here, are all working really well. As you can see, I've stretched that nylon basically as far as it will go over those overflows. And this one's a little dirty. I'm probably going to have to clean these every week or so, just swap them out, maybe wash them out and then throw them back on. But they seem to be working out. I think I'll probably be able to go at least a week without cleaning those, and honestly I can just tell how clogged up they are by where the water level is. The water level will rise as it starts to get a little bit clogged, and when I see them almost completely submerged under the water, that's time to clean them out. So I'll be keeping an eye on those, but I think it'll work out fairly well. What else we got? Oh, the plants. As you guys know, I have frog bit in these tanks, and as you guys have seen, it's growing quite out of control. I actually have about 2.5 gallons worth right here that I'm about to throw out because it was just completely clogging up the tops of my tanks. But I have gone ahead and tried to separate as best I can these aquarium plants, because it's not just frog bit that I ended up with. I have some salvinia here, I have duckweed here, and I have what I believe is at least one type of dwarf water lettuce, maybe some other species of plant in here as well. And these seem to be some very large frog bit, but they might just be the same old variety. And over here I've got more frog bit and more frog bit. So I'm about halfway done sorting these plants. I'll probably throw out some more frog bit just so that it doesn't take up as much surface area on these tanks, but I need to start posting stuff for sale on Aquabit, obviously, so I don't just keep throwing plants out when I could be selling them. So the plan is to have one species of plants predominantly on each one of the tanks here. and I'll probably try to keep it at about 50% surface area, because anything more than that seems to be depleting the oxygen in the tanks. And I saw that this recent week because some of my fish were just kind of sitting on the bottom of the tank and they weren't really moving around a whole lot. And you know, it scared me a little bit. I was worried, and I figured because there is like absolutely no water and air exchange up here besides these air bubblers, that having 100% of the surface area just matted, like thickly matted with plants, might have been contributing to maybe a lack of oxygen in the tanks overall. So actually what happened was when I cleaned this tank out, I noticed the fish perked right back up. So that's definitely a good sign. I don't think I've had any losses, but it's definitely something to keep in mind, guys, is to watch your plants, because with these daylight bulbs, the plants are definitely taking over. So that's some news. And the other big thing is this tank in general. Just because I've taken away all of those plants from the surface, I'm actually getting quite a bit of good light in these tanks. And the Plecos might not appreciate it quite as much because they like the dark. But I'm actually liking it quite a bit because I can view my fish a little bit better. Sorry for the glare. But yeah, I'm able to see into the tanks quite a bit more. And as you can see, the algae problems that I had a month or so ago are completely gone. There's absolutely no algae. And I'm just going to keep cutting those plants back and selling them to make sure that remains the case. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is actually in this tank, and I'll see if I can find them. But while I'm looking, this is a Pleco Cave that I bought from Ken's Fish, and I believe it was only $4 or $5. I have quite a few Plecos in here, adult size bristlenose Plecos, and I know I have both male and female, but I haven't seen them breed because I haven't had a good place for them to breed. So I went ahead and picked that up, and actually you can see one on the very bottom. I do have some Pleco fry, and I have some albinos in here. There's one there, the big one, and I do have some normals in here, and I have a little bit of both. I have some albino fry and some normal fry. You can actually see one. Oh, there he is, swimming. He was on the snail, and now he's on the piece of zucchini there. But yeah, I wish I could get some better pictures of those for you guys. They're very tiny, very hard to see, and I gotta make sure not to suck them up with my siphon hose. But if I get a clear shot, oh, there's one up top, on the very top of that log. I don't know if you can see it, not very well. But I'm guessing there's at least a dozen or so in here, and I think what I'm gonna do is order a couple more of these and see if I can get a couple more to pair off. Oh, there's one. He's right on the top. That's too hard to see. But anyways, I'll take a video later of those when they come out. Maybe I'll gather them together and put them into one of these breeder boxes so you guys can see them a little bit better. But they look just like the adults, just very tiny. They're very cute. There's one sucking on the plant, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I might try to get a breeding group of Plecos in the bottoms of each of these tanks eventually. But anyways, guys, that's what's going on. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.